Now, the United States is preparing to ease some of its sanctions on Syria. This follows President Donald Trump's announcement earlier this week that all sanctions on Damascus would be lifted, a decision that reportedly caught much of his administration by surprise. On Thursday, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that Trump intends to issue waivers under the Syria Civilian Protection Act, through which Washington imposed stiff sanctions on former President Bashar al-Assad's government and secondary sanctions on outside companies or governments that worked with it. He added that the goal is to support Syria's transition after more than a decade of war. He described new Syrian leaders as nationalist and pluralistic, adding that they've expressed a desire to normalize ties even with Israel.
They've expressed an interest in being at peace with all of their neighbors, including Israel. They've expressed an interest in driving out foreign fighters and terrorists and others that would destabilize the country and are enemies of this transitional authority. And they've asked for our help. And so we're going to try to help them.
Rubio also revealed that Syria's new finance and foreign ministers have already visited the United States in recent weeks, signaling quiet preparations for this shift. He said members of Congress from both parties have urged the administration to begin using waiver authority in the act to allow aid and investment to flow into the country. Earlier on the 13th of May, Trump said he would order the lifting of all sanctions on Syria at the behest of Saudi Arabia's crown prince. Syrian President Al-Sharaa called the lifting of sanctions on Syria a historic and courageous decision.
I'm not only celebrating the lifting of sanctions on Syria. Our joy lies in the sincere brotherhood and the return of fervent feelings among the people of the region, its kings, princes, and presidents. President Trump thankfully responded to this love. The decision to lift the sanctions was a historic, courageous decision that alleviated the suffering of the people, helped in their renaissance, and laid the foundations for stability in the region.
U.S. says that removing these sanctions would clear the way for greater engagement by humanitarian organizations working in Syria, while easing foreign investment and trade as the country rebuilds.